So a brief caution today when your car hit the wall in a turn. Can you walk us through what happened there?
Yeah, our car was really bouncy getting into turn three. You have a series of bumps getting into turn three is always something you have to kind of race around. And I just got out of the groove. They sprayed some VHT, which is like a real sticky substance to try to help some side-by-side racing here on Sunday. And so as soon as my right front tire and right rear tire got out of that grip that's in the racetrack, I got a little too high and scratched the wall. I thought I'd hit it a little harder than I did, but we got back in. Our guys did a real nice job getting our Ford pulled out and some new decals on it, and we're ready to go for qualifying.
Yeah, it looks like you escaped with minor damage, so the car is holding up okay?
Yeah, I mean, in practice, you never want to come that close to the wall, and you generally try to give yourself a little bit of a cushion here and there, but the track's tough. You're going over 165, 70 miles an hour getting into the corner, and you got to slow down. You don't have much grip through the corner. There's not much banking here, so if you get out of the groove a little bit, there's not much to lean on.
Overall, how did the track feel today? It's kind of a unique place to race.
Yeah, this is always a tough track to come to. Like I talked about earlier, you carry a lot of speed down the long straightaways, and then you get to the corner, and a lot of times we have a lot of banking at most NASCAR tracks, but here it's pretty flat, just a couple of degrees, so you have to get on the brakes really, really hard, and you're really asking a lot out of your tires, turning the car through the center of the corner, and as we get on the throttle, you really rely on the rear tires to drive yourself out of the corner, so there's not a lot of free grip there. There's just one groove that is the preferred line. So it's a challenging track, and just coming here once a year now, it'll be a little more challenging to get up to speed and find that sweet spot.
You don't often see big NASCAR events up in the Northeast. What's it like being up here?
You know, there are a lot of great NASCAR fans in the New England area. I know just, in the garage, in the NASCAR garage, there's a lot of crew members and even some drivers that grew up here in the New England area. They got their start here racing around New Hampshire and Connecticut and New York. And so I think there's a lot of great race fans up here. The place is always packed when we come. A lot of avid NASCAR fans come out and, camp over the weekend, and they really know a lot about our sport. And it's fun coming up here. It's a nice break from the real hot, humid days that we have down in the southeast, so I'm always thankful of the cool nights, and even though it can be warm, it's still a nice temperature here in New England.
Our fans will be happy to know that you have caught a Red Sox game in Boston. What did you think of Fenway Park?
Yeah, so I actually worked for John Henry and the Fenway Sports Group. He owned my race car for a few years when I drove the number 6 car. So I was around when they won the World Series in '07 and again in 2012 or 13. So yeah, I've got to throw out a first pitch at Fenway, and I've had some fun over the years there. Got to know a few of the players back in the day. So yeah, I'm a definitely Atlanta Braves fan because I'm from Georgia, but I pull for the Red Sox and the American League.
We'll allow that.
Yeah.
What does your team have to do this weekend in order to have success?
So we've got Performance Plus oil on our Ford this weekend, so it's a new paint scheme for us. But I think for our team, we need to qualify well, and we need to get our car to handle good on older tires. Typically, you have some long green flag runs, and we don't have a lot of opportunities to go in the pits and work on our race cars. So I think we need to get our Ford to where it drives pretty comfortable on 50, 60, 70 lap tires, and I think that's what can separate us from the rest of the guys.
Best of luck.
Thank you.